In the previous video, we looked at what people's basic needs are and how people can present if a situation moves outside of their window of tolerance. In this video, we're going to look at two common emotions people may feel when their needs are not met: anger and upset. These two emotions often come from the same place: someone feeling a situation is unjust, overwhelming, or stressful. We will look at what we can do before meeting someone and how we can respond to someone in the moment if they're presenting with these emotions. Step 1. Starting with pre-meeting planning. What can we as workers do before a meeting to help reduce stress for individuals we support? Firstly, the timing of the meeting. Think about when you are booking the appointment. Does the individual you are supporting take medication? Will they need a few hours in the morning for this to take effect? In this case, arranging appointments from late morning onwards might be a good option. Are you meeting them at a time when the service is normally busy? Lots of activity can increase stress responses. If possible, a quieter time would be a better option. Give plenty of notice about the meeting and try to give some information in advance of what they may expect, so they don't feel ambushed by difficult situations. Secondly, location of the meeting. Offering the option of where to meet and at what time can make people feel safer and more in control and reduce the potential of high-stress situations. Create an environment that feels safe. Think about external stimuli. Is there a private room you can see them in if they're particularly prone to feeling vulnerable or distressed? Thirdly, how are you approaching this meeting yourself? Have you made time to ground yourself and head into the meeting feeling calm and open? This can be really important in situations where someone is angry or upset, as your calm behaviour will help encourage others to mirror your emotions and become more calm themselves. Step 2. What can we as workers do to respond to someone who is distressed in the moment? Anger and upset are two common responses that help us to deal with feelings of injustice or when we feel overwhelmed by a stressful situation. Anger and upset are likely signals that people are feeling their basic needs are not being met and the situation is pushing them out of their window of tolerance. These emotions can act as signals to workers, and looking at the behaviours through this lens can help us to tailor our approach. We can respond to these emotions by considering the following. Giving space. Some people might like a quiet space or some time to be alone, to ground themselves, to feel calm before continuing with the meeting. Walking and movement can help regulate our bodies. If it is possible, walking and talking with someone can be an effective way to improve engagement, reduce stress, and reset the conversation. Listening. It's important to be aware and try to avoid talking over someone. Feedback what you hear to help the person feel confident you are listening and that they have been heard. This will authenticate the person's experience and help them self-regulate their emotions instead of feeling helpless. Validate what the person is feeling and that you recognise why they're feeling this way. Let the person know that you want to understand the cause, giving a better chance for you to work together on finding a solution. Measure your response. People with multiple complex needs can present with a lot of support needs. It's perfectly fine to be open and honest about what you can and can't help with directly. Making promises that you're not sure that you can fulfil to alleviate a stressful situation increases the risk of the individual feeling let down and can damage your efforts in building a trusting relationship. Respond with empathy over sympathy. Empathy is a sense that you can understand and share the feelings of another. This shared experience can generate a profound understanding because you attempt to know what it's like to walk in their shoes. Sympathy is a feeling of pity or sorrow for someone else's misfortune. If you give sympathy by feeling pity, this can exacerbate feelings of anger or upset in others, whilst also alienating. When we're in a situation with someone who's distressed, we can often forget how this affects us as a worker. Using tools to ground and care for ourselves gives us the resilience we need to be well and help others effectively. In the next video, we will look at how we can begin to do this.